Hey, hello, and welcome to the podcast. Do you want to know? The worst part about running a podcast and making music or producing things? Is that right now I'm having a private moment. I'm in the middle of the forest, totally and utterly present. But you're also here in the middle of the forest. Seriously. Even before I started recording, you were here. You were here in spirit. It's February. And it's 60 degrees out. And it's sunny. We really effed up the climate. Fella can't walk straight. What's going on? There's no snow in sight. Okay, actually, I'm at the bottom of a ravine type thing, and there's a little bit of snow in the stream that I'm currently crossing. Leaves are dead all around me. There's a couple of evergreens, couple of pines, and they're making some noise. As I was saying, this is by all means a private moment. But then you showed up. Rather, you came with me. Now, you're not necessarily intruding, or rather, it's not your fault that there is a little bit of intruding going on, right? I'm not trying to guilt you or anything like that. Please don't feel that way. But making things for the internet, or making things which go on the internet, I guess they don't need to be for the internet. Do you want a CD? Do you want me to make a CD? Hello and welcome to the podcast. Biggest hits. The album? Do you want that? I could make that. Listen, if anyone wants that and comments that, I'll do it. Or at least I'll say it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna landslide. Whew. This is perilous. Yeah, if anyone says that and comments that, and then enough people do that, I'll do it. There's got to be some guarantee that people will buy, because that costs physical material to make and some time. See, right now you can't see because it's still a podcast, but leaned up against a tree on the middle of a hill. There's moss and some ferns, and the sun is shining, and it's beautiful. And you're here. Why are you here? Why are you invading my private thoughts? Not you, but you know what I mean. Everything is a content opportunity. Soulful nature walk? Content opportunity, more like. Whew. Oh, hike in the woods. Content opportunity. No. There's fungus. Hello, fungus. Are you aware that you're a content opportunity? That was fungus. For those of you listening at home, fungus, do you mind telling our viewers what variety you are, what sort of fungal activities you do? I see that you're sort of disc-shaped. Does that influence you and how you act? Oh, thank you very much, Fungus, for your time and attention. Whew. Okay, I continue. Oh my goodness, this is wild. This is so treacherous what I'm doing right now. I love fungus. You can ask the stupidest questions to fungus, and it always gives the most perfect answers. There's another pod that I see. A visual update. Dispar. I think it's like Latrimonius. I don't know. The spongy moth is an invasive species of moth that every couple of years will take over this forest that I'm in. And so when you see little pods of them, little cocoons, it's actually good practice to destroy them before they hatch. Spongy moth. I like to call it the Dispar moth. Oh, there's a lot of eggs in there. They really are a menace. They eat and kill so much in the forest. We will not be interviewing them today. Whew. Oh, I'm wearing a suit. I thought you should know. 'Cause you'll never know unless I tell you. I create the world that you perceive. How do you feel about that? Huh? How do you feel about that? Woo. Oh. I got to the top of the hill. Okay. Why are you here again? Or I forgot. Oh, this is a perfectly pleasant overlook. There's two streams that kind of turn the hill that I'm on into a peninsula. They've really eroded down these two little valleys that converge at a point in front of me. I'm standing on some tree roots, and connected to the tree, rather on the tree that those roots are connected to, is some etchings that I can see. 2006, and a series of initials, and then the word bunny. Wonder who did that? Probably someone in 2006, if I had to guess. No, I'm glad that we can have our quiet moments. Don't worry, all the branches that I'm stepping on and breaking are dead. Yeah, I'm glad that we can have our quiet moments. It feels one-sided when I talk to you and you don't talk to me. That's okay. You can't really talk to me. You aren't really walking here. I guess it's just me that's walking here and you're with me. Isn't that really odd? Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that fantastic? Oh, a heart etched into this tree. YS plus AA plus MB. Polyamorous love, I suppose. Also, if you ever find a very old looking etched heart with those initials, you know where I was. Those look very old. Look similar to the 2006 stuff, so. Someone before my time. Before my time here. I wasn't born in 2007. Please don't think that about me. I couldn't stand the embarrassment. You have... Did you hear that bird? I hope that your ears could pick up that bird. You have no idea where I'm walking. It's beautiful. I wish I could show you. But you're just ears. But even before you were ears, you were a voice nagging at me in the back of my head, saying, "Hey, content, opportunity. Hello and welcome to the podcast. I hope that you feel welcome. Who piled these stones like that? Huh? Whoa. I just found art. That is a painting that someone has done. I'm in the middle of the forest. Why is there a painting here? What an interesting life I lead. What an interesting life we all lead. You might think, oh, my life isn't that interesting. I just code or watch YouTube videos or go to work. Or maybe you might think, yeah, my life is pretty interesting. Way more interesting than yours. You just walk around in the woods with a microphone. Well, yeah, maybe so. But really, this place is so interesting. What if I didn't edit this one? Well, what if I didn't cut it down and you just got the raw footage with maybe a little bit of volume adjustment for your listening experience? That might be fun. I didn't chop any of it up. As long as I don't say anything too offensive. Oh no. What's he gonna say next? Oh no. Oh god, no. What's he gonna say next? More fungus. The fungus before me is disc-like. I think it's possibly a lichen. I don't know the difference. I'm uneducated on mushroom matters. Not too uneducated, just... You know what, yeah, I'm pretty uneducated. You want to know about hooking up stuff to mushrooms? Ask someone else. I'm here with the mushrooms, who know more about themselves than anybody else. Fungi. How do you feel? Thank you for your insight. Gosh. This fungi is a bit bigger. I mean, you can introduce yourself, can't you? But, Fungi, do you think that I talk too much? Do you think that I talk maybe not enough? That's a lot to think about. I don't really know what to make of it. But thank you very much for your time, both of you. Oh, maybe I'm gonna go ask forgiveness. Hey, Fungi. Does it upset you when I describe you to the audience? Okay, thank you. That was cathartic. Hello and welcome to the podcast, Forest Adventures. Is this a blog? That is dangerous. If anyone heard that, I won't get closer to allow you to hear, but it's a dead tree leaning on a living tree and they're blowing in the wind. I'm gonna get out of the fall zone. Anyways, I was just asking, is this a blog? Or a vlog? No, it's not. It's not. It's a podcast. It's a podcast, and it's silly that you would think that it's not a podcast. It's called Hello and Welcome to the Podcast. Not hello and welcome to the vlog. Wow, this is really beautiful. This is a beautiful sight. What beautiful sights are around you? Go to youtube.com and comment the beautiful sights that are around you while you are listening to a podcast. You're probably indoors. You're probably indoors. But I'm outdoors right now. And I'm talking to you. So, you're actually outdoors. Believe it or not, you are outdoors. There might be some walls and some number of ceilings next to you, but you're outdoors. You think that you're in a city right now? Buddy. You're outdoors with me. You're in this little sapling forest. There's a bunch of larger trees, but then there's a series of saplings about as big as my height. Or bigger, okay. Most of them bigger than my height, but one or two smaller. That's where you are right now. Oh, and the sun is warm right now. And if for some reason you think that that's not, what's going on with you? You think that maybe you're in a cold place. Maybe you think that you're lonely. You're very convinced that you are lonely. Well, I'm not gonna say that your view of reality is wrong. Except for I'm the podcaster and you're the podcastee. And really, I can say anything as long as it's not too offensive. say next? Oh no! What's he gonna say next? It could be anything! Just know that, that this does exist out there. You know? Somewhere in the past, somewhere in the future, sometime right now. Sometime right now is going to be the best time. You know what I'm saying? I have an insider secret for you. I don't really know much about anything. Think about it like a conversation between two friends, but the other friend can only listen and gives no feedback. No live feedback anyways, right? Are you beginning to see the theme of this season of the podcast? Are you beginning to see the theme? I think that I'm doing a pretty good job of consistency. I'm joking, of course. I have I've injured myself. How long does a fool keep talking, you know? There's only so many things that I can say. I'm not being a good interviewer of my surroundings here. I'm not. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. You might think that I'm ending by saying that. I'm not, actually. I'm just going to verify the status of my recording, and I am recording. I've walked back to the 2006 tree, and I'm going to take a photo of it. And that photo will be the photo. For the podcast. Verify my recording status once again, and are you ready to embark with me on a potentially fatal mission? You thought that was the goodbye. Well, if you were looking at the time of the video, you'd realize that is a halfway point. Why did he say video? I thought we were listening to a podcast. You know. It's a podcast, but it's like, it's an MP4 file. Or maybe it's not an MP4 file. It probably is. Statistically, it is. Statistically, I'm right about that. More than I'm wrong about that. Because more people... Oh my god, you almost died! I know. I probably didn't almost die, but like injury... I have become landslide. Slider of land. Isn't it crazy how I've given you a voice? Is that nuts? Am I crazy? There's plenty of things around me that I talk to. I think that's normal, but I guess you're around me too. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm sure that I'm reasonably sane. Look, this is a content opportunity. Think of all the things that you could have watched or listened to in this amount of time. A lore video, a speed run, documentary. What if any of what would that have added to your life? Haven't you had enough of those? I've had enough of those. No, I haven't. I keep watching things like the sun. Oh, look at that, it's so bright. I keep watching things. I'm on a ledge right now, by the by. I'm on an uprooted tree. It's kind of made a ledge. And the tree's down here. It's fallen, and that's probably what I'm going to use to get down. Is I'm going to climb the tree in reverse. But I'm just kind of perched on a ledge, kind of the only flat ground around. Yeah, I'm so tired of watching things. Honestly, I know that this is going to be a longer podcast episode than probably what any new listeners are used to. I've been doing very short ones, but would you have used the time better? I know I wouldn't have used the time better, but maybe I'm listening back to this while I'm editing, and by editing I just mean doing the levels, because I already talked about not editing, and I might be like, the pacing is off, but no, that's fine. Anyways, while I'm listening back and making sure that there's no trouble spots or really just annoying things to listen to, in terms of audio design, right? Not necessarily content. Maybe I'm doing something. Maybe I'm cleaning, or maybe I'm working out to this podcast, or going on a walk in the woods, and it's really one of those times where I don't want to be with cyclical thoughts, you know? I'm really lost. Maybe I'm really lost when I'm listening back to this. Maybe I'm really loving this. Maybe I'm just doing this instead of doing something else. Really, when it comes down to it, gosh, I hate that. The point that I'm trying to make, I don't think that I will regret this as much as I think I will right now. I don't think that if this doesn't work out that anyone's going to care, probably myself included. As long as they don't say anything offensive. Oh no! What's he gonna say next? Oh my goodness! He's gonna do it! Ah! He's gonna say, oh my goodness. I am making my way down. I don't think I'm gonna regret what I'm doing right now. Holy... Is that bamboo? Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Bamboo is actually highly invasive. I'm gonna take a photo of this so that I can report it to my biologist, ecologist friends. Okay, I should report that. If that is indeed oh, there's a lot of it. Oh no, it's spread everywhere. If that is indeed bamboo, then this forest is in trouble. Just like I am in trouble. suspended off of a tiny twig right now. You might think, there's no way that he's suspended off of a tiny twig right now. Oh, I so am. Am too. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I fell a couple of feet. All right. What's a little sending it out and then? I made it. I made it. Little stream. What are your thoughts on politics? Wow. This is such a perilous adventure. Oh, my goodness. Ah! So much mud. I am wearing a suit. I wasn't lying about that. Whew. Whew. It's corduroy. Maybe that's not really a suit to you. I don't know. It's kind of a suit to me. I can't wait for the fan art submissions on this one. See, the thing is, no one's ever drawn fan art. So I'm hoping that if I say that, someone will. Oh, can you imagine? Like, unreleased banana episode fan art? Or like, what would... I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. No, really, it's fine. Yeah, point is, that would be nuts. I can't even imagine. It looks really cool to me because I'm walking on a mossy log right now, kind of suspended. I feel like Calvin and Hobbes. I'm Calvin and you're Hobbes. How does it feel? That's actually really good. Oh my goodness. Wow. See, now that I've passed judgment on the quality of the thing, you can agree. So I knew that you were waiting for my opinion. My goodness. What layer of irony is this? Oh, this is more potential bamboo. Bamboo is an invasive species. I really need to ask about it. Oh, if it is the case, this forest is effed. Is that a full beehive? Yup. Alright. Okay. Oh. We really had a hero's journey, didn't we? It started out, we were in the familiar, and then there was a trial, and then there were more trials, and then there's a return. That's the hero's journey, right? I don't know. Fan art's gonna be crazy on the hero's journey with this one. The theming isn't necessarily feedback. I don't know, you can think that. You think that I'm theming this thing intentionally? That might be true. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Why are you a man? Huh? I guess you're not. I guess you're a microphone. But you're not a microphone. You're more than a microphone. You're a person. Are you, though? If no one listens, then you're not a person. But you exist anyways. You just don't exist to me. It's the harsh reality, isn't it? That's not true. Is that hemp? No, that's not hemp. I'm not very good at identifying plants. Alright? I'm going to get laughed at for the bamboo stuff. It is an invasive species. Alright, I'm at the forest threshold right now. Do I go? Do I pass the threshold? Have you passed my threshold? Huh? Of, is it retainment? User engagement? I don't know, metrics. You ever metrics? I've metricsed a few times. It doesn't feel good until it feels incredible. And then it doesn't feel good again. It's like a drug. Oh, this is a vine, I know that much. Yeah, classic vine behavior. Oh, wow. What an adventure the two of us have had. I'm going to take themes from this and I'm going to develop it into podcast episodes later that are going to be really funny, really good, and you should listen. You have a moral obligation to listen. I'm just kidding. I don't want to guilt trip you. I'm going to pass the threshold. But life goes on. Alright, there's another threshold. Shoot. Well, I think this is going to be a really good episode. Unless I were to say anything offensive in the last few seconds. Oh no!